Ja, good morning, goeiemôre, molweni, salam, namaste, 'n hartlike goeie Vrydag, dit is 2 minute na 10, ek wag net gou dat 'n paar mense opkom, and a very good discussion today on something I think that we all need to know, that we all need to understand, and that I would like to discuss with you today. Goeiemôre, hoop dat almal is goed, ons gaan wag dat 'n paar mense net opkom. Soos gewoonlik probeer ek maar alles beheer elektronies en ek kry nie altyd alles reg nie, jy moet my maar verskoon. Maar dit gaan beter raak soos dit gaan, maar ek verkies om reguit maar met julle te praat, uit die hart uit, uit die mond uit, altyd die waarheid, always the truth. Good morning to you, wherever you are. Susan, good morning. Cookies Koekemoer, goeiemôre. My Griekse boertjie, Janola, very good morning to see you. Edwin Vos, absolutely. Anne-Marie, Corrie, we are all here waiting for some emails to come through en 'n paar goed wat ons moet deurkyk, maar vandag gaan baie interessant wees. Want ons praat vandag reguit oor die vraag wat ek aan ons Soekie Cyril, ons president, aan hom gegee het. I don't know if you saw, we're just waiting for these questions to come up. I'm not always signed up in all of this stuff, maar jy weet my verskoon, ons gaan beter raak. I won't do lives alone anymore. I have my support staff now every time I do live with me so that I don't sit with these problems. Maar, Nora, good morning, Pinetown, let's talk. Kom ons praat. As you all know, yesterday, big bombshell coming from the UIM about questions. I think everybody saw it, almal het dit gesien. It is there where we need to start discussing that the UIM does what it says. And says what he does. Kom ons begin daar, goeiemôre Suid-Afrika, kom ons doen wat ons sê, en ons sê wat ons doen. It's easy for me to do politics because I speak on your behalf. I don't conjure up ideas, ek dink nie hierdie verskriklike briljante goed uit nie. Dis julle. I want to reiterate good morning to the people of the UIM because you are the UIM. Julle is die UIM. Let's start there. The United Independent Movement Party started as a movement of people, for the people, by the people. It's as simple as that. I don't want to be in politics, South Africa. No way. I'm a better businessman. I make much more money consulting across the world and being overseas like I was for many, many years, than now having to sit in this country with all its abuse, with all its attacks, with all its negativity, with all the darkness, all the revelations of absolute rubbish, die totale gemors wat ons mee moet sit, elke dag, namens jou. Ja, namens jou. Die enigste rede hoekom ek elke dag wakker word, met al my foute, skete en verkeerde ideologies en idees en party wat reg is vir jou. As jy nie meer daar is nie, is Neil de Beer weg. Maar ek het 'n godsgebod gemaak. Ek het besluit om by julle te staan. Ek het gesê, ek sal elke dag u spreekbuis wees. I will talk on your behalf. I won't talk on my behalf. I have my own life. I have my own challenges, my own fights, my own corrections to make in life. I am definitely not doing this for myself. I'm doing it for you. Now, once you accept that, we've put the past in the past and ja, some of them haven't, Sekere mense kan net nie aanbeweeg nie. Sekere mense se ideologie sit vas en dis hoekom hulle lewens vassit. Hulle kan nie aanbeweeg nie. Vir daai mense wat nie kan aanbeweeg nie, jammer vir julle. Want in jou mens, in jou gees, in jou liefde, in jou werk, in jou familie, kan jy nie stagneer en 'n ou ideologie in 'n moderne tyd nie. Wat gebruik jy nog steeds die fax of wat? You still faxing. Sien, dis sulke mense wat nie besef dat daar nuwe tegnologie is nie. Met ander woorde, daar's 'n nuwe land. Daar's 'n nuwe era. Daar's 'n nuwe kind. Daar's 'n nuwe generasie. Daar's 'n nuwe denkwyse. Daar's 'n nuwe ideologie. Daar's 'n nuwe manier om probleme aan te spreek as 'n nuwe Suid-Afrika. Daar's niks fout met ons land nie. Daar's fout met die bestuur van hierdie land. Het julle my mooi gehoor? Shall I say it again? There's absolutely nothing wrong with our country. There's a huge problem with the management of the people managing our country. Do you get it? Kry ons wat ons sê? As jy saam met my stem, gooi vir my 'n like asseblief of 'n hartjie of ek stem saam. Kom Suid-Afrika. Is ek so verkeerd? Am I as Neil de Beer so wrong? Am I so detached with society, whom I meet every day? No, I'm not. Citizen X, die normale mens, wil aanbeweeg, man. We want to move on, South Africa. Look at our Table Mountain. Look at the caves of the Drakensberg. Look at those fields of planted mielies and corn over the Free State, the golden shine. The cliffs and the rocks and the waves of Umhlanga. The beauty of the Kalahari. The stunningness of the West Transvaal. Die mooiheid van bos in die Vrystaat en Noord-Vrystaat tot op Ladybrand, ver nog op. Die Weskus tot op die Oranje rivier. Are you saying it's ugly? Are you saying that this is terrible? No. We have a beautiful country. We have a stunning country. We have a magnificent country. We have an absolutely ugly management of our beautiful country. Ek vra julle om asseblief vandag vir my te hoor. Skei julle emosie. Skei gou daai emosie. Laat jou IQ net vir 'n oomblik jou emosionele kwantum net gou uitstoot. Your IQ must now override your EQ. Just for 1 minute, your intellect and your emotion, shift it quickly. Once you can shift it and say, I have a love, a patriotism, a romance with my country, hierdie land. But I do not agree with the people that we entrusted to manage this beautiful country. Yesterday, as a token of my love for this country, irrespective of history, future, or present, I went to a school that asked me and asked our office for a flag of our country. What a moment. What a moment of pride, patriotism, and showing of unity. It was on Facebook. I went there, I spoke in Xhosa, I spoke to the children, I spoke in their language. And as I'm standing there speaking to about 300 kids, Christian kids, Muslim kids, all faiths, all color, I gave the flag, and as I gave this country's flag to the principal, out of the blue, non-scripted, non-planned, the kids started to sing our national anthem. I couldn't speak. for once, Neil de Beer was dumbstruck. Doesn't take much, because my EQ always overrides my IQ. Wow, man. Wow. Toe begin ek saam te sing. And we sang the whole anthem. Xhosa, Afrikaans, and English. We all sang it. We didn't leave pieces. Why did those kids that were sitting there, all under the age of 16, why did they not leave out certain parts? Well, I'll tell you why. It's their anthem. Dis hulle volkslied. Dis hulle vlag. Nou kom mense nou sê hulle, daai's nie my vlag nie. That's not my flag. Dis nie my liedjie nie. Dis nie my blerrie. Die al met jou. Hoor my, die al met jou. Wil jou nie hê nie. Nee, ek wil nie. I don't care. It's my party, it's your party. If you say to me that you are stuck in the past, you cannot be in the UIM. It's not possible. Jy kan nie by my vuur kom sit nie, jy kan nie my braaibroodjie eet nie, ek kan nie van chili saus nie. I'm a original, né? Daar kom nou weer debat. Neil de Beer hou nie van chili saus of bladjang op sy braaibroodjie nie. Nee. Botter, eie, tomatie, kaas, sout, peper, plak hom, braai hom. Ek hou daarvan so. Jy, sweet chili, is reg? Maar as ons op die braai sit, skyn net my broodjie van jou, maar wat is die snaakse ding? Almal op dieselfde rooster, almal op dieselfde kole, né? We can be diverse, but not prejudiced. How can you prejudice? It's our country flag, it's our country anthem. Don't bring your history onto those innocent children. Now I'm starting to realize why we stuck and will be stuck for the future. How apartheid and the legacy of apartheid and the legacy of where we are today with an ANC doing reverse apartheid. Yes, they are. Why are we stuck? I'll tell you, it's because of you. Yeah. And because of me. Wat ons wat oor 45 is, ons kan nie los nie. Ons kan net nie verdonders wil. Ons kan verdonderend. Kan ons nie aanbeweeg nie. Wil ons nog steeds konstant moer met wat ons in die verlede gehad het. Wel dan weier ek dat jy 'n kar ry, 'n selfoon gebruik en WhatsApp. Want dis modern. Ons het aanbeweeg. Ons stuur nie meer rooksyne. Ons stuur nie meer rooksyne of dit daar morskode of 'n fax of 'n beeper wat ons gehad het nie. Word wakker. Jy moet aanbeweeg. And your sin, you are selling it continually out of hate and prejudice to the future generation. Jy kan maar my aanvat. Jy kan maar sê ek lieg. Jy kan maar sê ek is jy is verkeerd. Maar jy hou nie van die waarheid nie, hoor jy? You don't like it. Dis hoekom julle vir my skryf, nie almal nie, dank die Vader. Ek kry gister 'n boodskap, jy klink soos Eugene. Eugene wie? Laas week sê hulle, joh, maar jy klink soos PW Botha. Julle moet nou begin besluit, wie is ek? Is ek PW, EW, JG, BG, BJ, of is ek AC de Beer? Albertus, julle moet besluit. Ek praat soos ek praat, ek mimiek niemand nie. Hierdie is ek. So hou op om vir my te sê ek is iemand anders te. Nee, ek is nie. I'm not EW de Klerk, I'm not PW Botha, and I am definitely not Eugene. Ek lyk miskien so ek die blou oë, baartjie. Diep stem, kan praat. Maar my ideologie is nie hulle nie. My ideologie is ons. En as jy sien in my hom, sien my. Maar wat ek hoop jy in my sien, is God se gebed. Neil, I'm asking you not to hate your country. I'm asking you to hate the people, not hate, but totally vehemently reject the people that govern our beautiful country into the dust. And that's why julle moet my gou verskoon, want ek wil gou op my vraag kom en ongelukkig, ja, my tegnologie, dat laat my, so julle moet my verskoon, maar ek wil by die vraag kom, né? Ons het ons vraag gevra. We ask the questions. And we want the questions wat glad nie omgegee nie. So South Africa yesterday, we asked on the front page of independent media online, we asked questions to the president and you sent it to us. Ja? You sent it to us. Julle het dit vir ons gestuur en daai vraag was baie belangrik. Nou sê mense, Maneel, hoekom doen jy dit, want die president gaan jou nie antwoord nie? Well, I don't care. I don't care if he doesn't answer me. Maar wat hy nooit in sy lewe kan doen nie, is hy kan nooit in sy lewe ontken dat hy hierdie vraag nie gekry het nie. Dis 'n feit. He can't say that he didn't get these questions. Dit is maar so feit, dis 'n feit soos 'n koei. Nou watter vraag het ons gevra? Ons het julle vrae gevra. We asked your questions. And those questions are clear. It's on record. Dis op skrif. Hy kan dit nie ontken nie. Nou as hy my nooit antwoord nie, is dit reg met my. Maar wat hy nooit kan doen nie, is hy kan nie sê dat die mense, die land, die volk, nie die guts gehad het, om daai man, Soekie Cyril Kapkyk, om hom die vraag te vra, wat ons gevra het nie. Nou, wat was for not being effective? Baie goeie vraag. You say you fight crime, Bekkie, Stoeltjie, Tafeltjie, Hoetjie, Cele says that he is combating crime. You not. The crime stat says you not. So I didn't ask you a question that we don't know the answer about. We know it. You see, you can't answer it because you're not in control of crime anymore. In actual fact, someone said that you know what the writer said. You know the info that the writer made. You just can't handle that truth. It's not possible. So from our side, it's very easy. Answer the question. Answer it. Then we've asked you about the writer. When did you know? When did you know when you were vice president of this country? When did you know that Eskom is insolvent in actual fact? That Eskom cannot be saved? That Eskom is being plundered? Mr. President, second question was to you. When did you know? And when you knew, what did you do about it? Wat het jy gedoen daaromtrent? So one, we asked you about crime. We asked you what did you do about it? And you didn't answer us because you couldn't. Two, you knew Eskom failed. When did you know? And what did you do about it? Well, answer, nothing. You did nothing. You promised another dawn, another Tumaye, another leadership process, another absolute blah blah speech. And then you said you're bringing us a minister of electricity. Well, he's not appointed. Waar is hy? You said at the State of the Nation address that you will be putting us under a state of disaster on electricity. My ligte is nog af. What have you done? So nothing. Nil. Not even with the biggest revealing statement by Andre de Ruyter of criminality gangs, hitmen, and cartels. You've done nothing. You've done nothing about the seriousness of gender-based violence. You stood outside Parliament a couple of years ago and you said that gender-based violence will now become your priority crime and that you will wipe it out with the greatest discipline and the greatest justice thrown at it. They still get raped. They still get abused. They still get killed. What's your answer? You can't answer it. The state of our SOEs, Denel, SAA, Transnet, Prasa, and now Eskom. You've lost control and you are covering up for Mr. Pravin Gordhan. Gordyn. Meneer Gordyn, you are just not being seen anywhere. You are responsible. Can you answer us what is your plan with the SOEs? No, you can't. You don't have an answer. Otherwise, you would have fixed the SOEs. What about our infrastructure? We asked you about infrastructure. What is your plan? Why in 30 years have we digressed and fallen apart on infrastructure? The reason why is because you don't have a maintenance plan. You don't have vision. And you are incompetent in putting people in place that are competent. You see, the problem, Mr. President, is when you put people that are competent in an incompetent system, the people that are competent will now show you who is incompetent. As jy nie professionele mense aanstel in professionele werke nie, dan gaan die onprofessionele mense uitgewys word deur die professionele mense. And if that happens, another scandal, another system gone. We've spoken to you about the collapse of the police. We've asked you to change the minister, because with the crime stats, if that is not proof for you that it isn't working under this leadership for the past many years, can't you see it? Why are you not taking those steps to remove Bheki Cele? Or does he know too much? Question. Answer it. I have never seen a president that takes so long to reshuffle a cabinet. How long does it take to look at the KPIs, the results of statements and the outcomes quarterly of the people that you have made responsible in your cabinet? You have consulted with everybody, it seems, except for the lady that runs a cheese and nyama shop on the corner of Khayelitsha Bokors Road, to ask, can I shuffle my cabinet? Cyril, it's your cabinet. And make it very clear. You give them responsibility, but you are accountable. You are accountable. You are the most senior chief executive in this country. It's time that this country keeps you accountable. There's no doubt about it. We asked about agriculture, farming, in other words, food. They're dying. So not only do the farmers currently have to face farm murders, and you denied it, so we posed a question about farm murders. A couple of years ago, Cyril, you went to Davos. You went to a world leadership meeting, and on record, they asked you a question about farm murders. And you know what you said on record, on video? There's nothing like that in our country. So we asked you, at what stage when you made that statement, that there's nothing like farm murders in our country, and you came back and you just saw them being murdered. Still today, still yesterday, another one. When did that statement backfire on you? And why haven't you corrected that statement? Fair question. You see, Mr. President, milk does not come, as you know, as a so-called farmer, from Checkers, Woolworths, Spar, or ShopRite. Milk comes from a cow that is milked by a farmer that is being murdered. Wat gaan jy sê daaroor? And then we asked you about responsibility of a thing like Phala Phala. We now notice that the Constitutional Court rejected your appeal and defense not to stand trial or to be investigated on what you did wrong at Phala Phala. Geld onder die matras. What are we going to do? Well, answer us. I think you'll get more respect if you admit that you've made a mistake and tell us how to fix it, because you are human, Mr. President. But it seems that you don't have the backbone for it. So we asked very hardline questions. I'm sorry, my entities don't pop up. But we will make a specific TikTok reel and we will post it question by question. Some tell me I'm wasting my time. I made a video telling the people that are overseas, that we love them and that we miss them, that they're not expats, but they are South Africans still at heart. And I must tell you, the majority loved us for it, and a huge amount of people criticized us. Wait a minute. I didn't tell you to come back. If you think I made a video to say that we love you and asking you to come back, you are wrong. I didn't ask you to come back. Het jy gevra jy moet terugkom nie? Jy dan gewaai. What I told you, and if you don't get it, I'll tell it to you again. You left because of your own decision. We had nothing to do with it. But what I'm telling you, surely, from one South African to another South African, we care about you. I don't care if you hate the country. I don't care if you left the country because of you giving up, going to get a better life. It's your right. But don't come and tell me that I also must hate my country, not like my country. I've decided to stay. Do you get it? All I said was we miss you. Every South African must be missed. Now you take even that message and you spew back at us. Thank God it's not the majority. So I'll make that statement again right here. If you are overseas, away from your family and your country, protect you. Make your life wherever you are. But while you're doing that, we that remain, we will fight for our rights. And funny enough, when we fight for ours while we are here, we'll keep that dream alive. And no comment of yours, no backlash, no hate speech will ever deter us. You see, the nice thing about this platform is block and delete. So if you don't like our message, if you don't like us, please go away. We're fighting. Yeah, many of us will probably leave. But I'm telling you right now, many of us will stay and fight the good fight. South Africa, I'm going to ask you in the conclusion of this day that we've had a very hard week in this country. We are shocked, actually. Jy weet, ons is soos daai haas in die middel van die nag met 'n spotlight. I think we are very shocked. I think that the rate of affair shocked us. Ons kan dit nie wegsteek nie. Ons is verskriklik geskok. It's just layer on layer on layer. But I want to speak to you quickly 2 minutes on the following. The United Independent Movement is a very small organization. The United Independent Movement is not a massive organization like the ANC or the DA or ANCDA, ANCDA EFF. We're not them. We won't be them. We started the UIM because we couldn't fit in with them. But undoubtedly, we are getting massive support now. Huge following. And why? Not because of me. The UIM is bigger than me. I am not the UIM. I am just your voice. My Vice President Fatima Abdul is a voice. Our Secretary General Jacques Taljaard is a voice. Our executive members at head office that fight Steve Spencer, Diane, Marlize, Monya, Zenda, Cherise, still in our mind every day, Cindy, and you, all of you. You are the UIM. We are going to grow every day because we are growing every day. And why are we growing? Well, the DA is talking to the ANC about power sharing. They're not denying it. We will not take part in it. We will never, ever break our promise that we will stay independent, fight for you for the truth, live in God, fix our mistakes, repent and push forward. You will only get the truth from the UIM, no matter the cost of life, cost of threat, cost of abuse, cost of attack, and cost of the dark. I will not retreat. You will not retreat. We will not surrender. If it costs us everything, the United Independent Movement, as small as what we are growing because the people are realizing that the UIM is a home for all. It's a home for a Christian. It's a home for a Muslim. It's a home for a Buddhist. It's a home for everybody. But if you're a Satanist, and if you are against our religious aspect of a living God, you are not welcome here. If you repent and come, you are welcome. If not, stay on the dark side. We'll bring you light, no matter what. Dames en here, my geliefde medeburgers, Suid-Afrikaners, ons is 'n politieke party wat groei. Want ons gee om oor ons pensionarisse. Ons gee om oor ons mense wat werk in die slote, in die kantore, ons polisiemanne en vroue. Ons gee om oor julle in die hospitale. Met ander woorde, ons gee om oor jou. En as ons woorde jou pas, dan is hierdie jou huis. Jou huis. Maak dit jou huis. In conclusion, stand up with us. Yes, we need money. Unashamedly, we need money. But the DA gets 10 million, 20 million, 30 million. People are millions. Funny. It brings you no opposition. We do. Just look at the media we get. Look at the content today. Tonight we are releasing through Worldview Television a program where they came with me, where we walked the streets with the police, law enforcement and neighborhood, and we did what we did right. Come watch that video tonight. It's being put on our Facebook and spread. That's leadership with our people on the street at night. We will make an assessment, Nora, of how many members we have today and how many people will still come. I want to thank you for being here. I want you to thank you for listening, being with us, giving us hope. For those that don't like us, move on. I ask everybody on Facebook, social media, to be our moderators, to inform us when people are wrong, because we will not allow abuse and insults to our staff. We will not allow you to swear at us and throw us as if we are dirt. We will never do that. Ek hoef nie elke dag te vloek en kriektaal te gebruik om my punt oor te bring nie. Ek het besluit ek gaan dit nie doen nie, want ek kan. Ons almal kan, né? But it's not necessary. I see one of our TikToks hit 300,000. Another one 460,000. Now what does that mean? It means people are listening. So don't give up. United, together, all race and color, moving forward in God's house, our church, our synagogue, our mosque. But we can't do it without you. Come with us. 2024, make the right decision. Die mense moet hoor van ons. Forward hierdie. Share hierdie. En Cyril, kapkyk. Soekie Cyril. Answer us. Answer us. If you dare. May God be with you this weekend. Ek is 'n bietjie op die Weskus. Ons het weer eens 'n toer hierdie naweek. Ek's die hele naweek op toer hier by die Weskus op. Kyk uit vir ons. We'll post again where we are. Come listen to us. Ask us the right questions. And we'll answer. Remember, together we will. And God bless you. Here seën julle. Lekker naweek. Ek het nog baie meetings, 'n lang naweek op die pad. Met my mense. Melissa en die span kom saam. As julle daar in daai areas is, kom drink 'n koppie koffie, skud my hand. Vra my. Ek kan nie antwoord namens my nie. Ek kan namens julle probeer antwoord. Here seën julle. Dankie vir julle liefde. We love you. We'll stay with you. We'll stick with you. South Africa first. God always number one. Onthou Suid-Afrika. Eerste. Maar God nommer 1, né? Lekker naweek vir julle. Huge blessing. And keep fighting. This country is beautiful enough. It's worth it. Lekker bly. Totsiens. Braai vleisie. Alles 'n mooi land. Bye-bye.